Welcome back to another edition of the Burnout with yours truly, Tony. This is a kind of a special edition. It's the Mother's Day edition, and I'm gonna be brief as possible. But what I wanted to talk about is all the good parents, the good mothers that's out there. And before I get started, let me make something perfectly clear. If you had kids and didn't take care of them because of your neglect, you're not the one I'm talking about. I'm only talking about the parents that raised their kids from an infant, adolescent age, and adulthood. It's no disrespect, but this day is for the real parents that actually took care of their responsibilities and raised their kids the way they should. First of all, happy Mother's Day. I want to just give a shout out to all the good mothers out there that have endured throughout, and the mothers I'm referring to are the ones who they did without to make sure you could have. And there's been times where my own mother, years ago, fed us and said she wasn't hungry because she didn't have enough. That's the sacrifice that I'm referring to. These are the real mothers. They are the backbone and the stability of the house, and the house goes as they go. And my heart goes out to those who have lost their mothers, because you've lost a commodity that can never be replaced. And I cannot even imagine what you've dealt with. I don't care if it's been 20 years ago, 4 years ago. It's still an irreplaceable commodity, and I cannot emphasize enough the hurt that I would imagine you're going through on this day. And let's just get into what a mother actually is in my eyesight. A mother is one of these people that will stand by you when the world turns against you. When everybody else say you're guilty, they say you're innocent until proven guilty. And even when you're proven guilty, they stand by you. They never turn their back on you. And I don't care how bad you've been, I don't care what you've done, a real mother will always be with you. They will be the only person that will never turn against you. They care that much about you that even when they know you're wrong, they'll stand beside you. Not many people gonna do that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And a mother is one of those who will. And I have so much admiration for mine and all those mothers out there that have done that. I have so much respect for you, and I have so much compassion, empathy, and sympathy for those who've lost their mothers. Because on a day of this caliber, all of the emotions come back about what y'all have been through, what she did, the time y'all spent together, and that's something that can't be replaced. And I always preach. I never say I understand what you're going through if I've never been through it, and I have not lost my mom, so I don't understand what you're going through. I have an idea, but my level of understanding is so low that it's not even worth talking about, because I don't care what you go through with your parents. And we're not talking about, I'm not disrespecting fathers. Father's Day is coming. We'll do one on that, but right now we're gonna focus on the mothers right now. It's a hard day for those who've lost their parents, but mostly your mother on this particular Mother's Day, and it's a big pill to swallow. A lot of people want to be left alone. A lot of people, men or women, they're hurting in their own way. They're dealing with it in their own way, and because people take for granted of your mother. You don't do everything you could do when you could have done it. Some do, and a lot do. But when she's gone, That's just some things that nobody else can replace. They can't replace certain things she cooked, how she sat down and talked to you, how she supports you when nobody else supported you, how she believes in you when nobody else believed in you. That's something that only a mother can do. And those who have lost that, there's always going to be a voided spot in you that nothing can take the place of that. I don't care how many people try. It's just something that you just never going to be able to replace. And my mom always told me, she said, give me my flowers now while I can smell them. And I solely believe in that. Go out of your way, do what you can now, because when she's gone, it's too late for I coulda, shoulda, woulda. This is something that you could have done and prevented and be through with it. And let's just be honest. I'm being honest. No, every parent or person is going to leave here at some point and some time. The one thing I'm gonna make sure of, if I have no regrets, that I didn't do all I could do while she was here. My mother is one of those mystical beings that no matter what you do, she won't leave you. No matter how bad you were, she won't leave you. When the world, a man will leave you, a woman will leave you, your mother won't though. And that's a special bond that when she knows you wrong and still stands by you. I can't say that about a lot of people. If you tell her your deepest secret, she'll forgive you there and move on. Not many people gonna do that. That's that unconditional love that only a mother can give. And it hurts me to see people mistreat their parents, because you really don't know what you got, especially your mother. You don't have a clue the jewel and the gem that you have. You have something that's so precious that platinum and gold won't even compare. But we time and time again neglect them, take them for granted, thinking they're always gonna be here, saying that, if you have an argument, I'll talk to them tomorrow, I'll try to clear it tomorrow. Sometimes tomorrow's too late. I have numerous people that I talk to that wish they could turn back the hands of time and be able to go and say one or two things to their mother that they didn't have a chance to say because of feelings, because of your emotions ran high, or some of them is because of stubbornness. I try to talk to my mom every day. That's something that I always do. She don't necessarily have to call me. I'll call her first. That's just a habit I made. I don't want to leave no stone unturned. And once again, I really, really show compassion to those who've lost their parents, because I can just imagine the pain, the agony, the torture that you will put yourself through mentally because they're not here. That's why I don't believe in mistreating your mother, and especially your mother, because I've said it before, she's the anchor. She's the glue that holds everything together. When everybody around you is falling apart, she has a tendency to hold everything together. I'm close to a lot of people who lost their parents, especially your mother. And only thing you can do is show support, because I can't even imagine what you're going through. You have to have a support system around you for that to happen. And I'm gonna say this because I know a couple of friends that this happened to. When a person loses their mother and you don't support them, you're not there for them, you are worthless to me. Because that is the one time that you need to stand up and be a woman, or stand up and be a man and be there for them when they're at their lowest point, because they're at their lowest point. Today is one of these days that they really need you. They need you more than you know. They need your support. They need you to be the anchor because nobody's strong all the time. There's nothing like losing a mother. I've lost my father, I lost my brother. And that's a big pill to swallow in itself. But a mother is the one that was there from you from day one. From zero till that point. She's never abandoned you. That is the worst feeling. To lose that person. It's got your back. That's your anchor. That's your stability. They basically your everything. And today is one of these days that we need to support those who have lost their parents, especially their mother, on this day, because they are going through some stuff mentally that you don't even have a clue about. They need you right now. And if you any kind of woman, or if you any kind of man, and in this day you not there supporting them, you are worthless. There's a lot of things I won't do. There's a lot of parties I won't go to. There's a lot of events I don't show up for. But when it comes to mothers, fathers, family, I'm usually there. Now you can count me 99% that I'm there. And I've always been like that. I went to numerous of my friend mothers' funerals. And to see that their significant others is not there is pathetic. It's pitiful. It shows more of your character than it does anything else. You are less than a woman and you're less than a man, in my opinion. But once again, I want to give a shout out to all the good mothers out there. All the mothers that handled their responsibility. All the mothers that stood by their kids. All the mothers that raised their kids, the most important part. I want to give you a hand clap. Because we know it was hard. We know there's times that you didn't have enough to do anything with but to feed your son or your daughter, and you made that sacrifice. That is what a mother really truly is. If you didn't raise your kids because of health issues or circumstances, I still give you a bow because you had a reason why you couldn't. If you didn't raise your kids because of an addiction you was on that you put yourself on or neglect, this is not for you. I'm not talking about you now. I'm talking about all those that did what they were supposed to do. I'm going to end it like I started it. We're talking about the good parents and the parents that fought through hell and high water to make sure their kids had what they didn't have, or make sure their kids had when they knew it wasn't enough but for them. Those are the parents I'm referring to. Once again, we're going to give you a clapping ovation because this day is yours, it's special. And my last thing is, all you people out there that's got living mothers, man, talk to them. Show them that you care about them. Show them that you appreciate them. Give them their flowers now while they can smell them. All those who have lost mothers in the past year, you have my deepest sympathy, empathy, and compassion. Because I know today is a tough day, but you're not alone. And I just want to stop there and just say thank you. Happy Mother's Day. And just give you another hand of applause. We'll see you next time on the Burnout. 2 Fingers. Peace.